Hi everyone, it's Skinner. In this video, I'll tell you about the process of my disease after figuring out the cure, my perspective on the diseases, and my life after the cure. Is my facial seborrheic dermatitis 100% cured now? No, it isn't. However, as you can see, it is almost invisible. It's been about over a year since Eureka. What if you ask why I am so confident? This is because unlike in the past, by combining the experiences of observing myself countless times and the knowledge of diabetes, I'm not confused at all. In fact, it seems like I did Eureka at one moment, but it must be said that there was a process over 10 years of efforts before it. So, as I said in another video, just having carbohydrates immediately after figuring out the cure completely put out the biggest fire. So anyway, it's not 100%, but it's improved to the extent that it doesn't interfere with my daily life. In other words, it is not 100% cured, but it has recovered around 80 to 90%. In particular, in my case, it was not just a disease, but it was related to the side effects of the AMTS procedure. So, I'm not sure, but I guess there was quite a bit of physical damage or deformation of the skin. Moreover, the time I suffered from this disease was very long. So I think that 100% cure might be difficult or it'll take a long time. However, I think it's possible to cure them 100% for those who are acute or not a side effect of a procedure. But for those who have reached a serious state or have suffered for a long time, it may be difficult or take a long time to get 100% cure. However, I think returning to 80 to 90% quickly is possible. Then there is no problem to live a normal life. Don't want the magical effects like applying these steroids ointments in the first place, but aim for 80 to 90% at first. This is the perspective for the diseases you need, I think. In fact, after knowing the cure, I made it too easily, so I was a little off guard. So I ate a lot of carbohydrates, but I skipped aspirin and nattokinase and lived a fast life sometimes, so there were times when it came back up a little. But in the past, like this situation, I would go this way and that and totally be depressed. But now I know the causes, so I took it calmly and quickly recovered it to the normal state again, about within 2 to 3 days. That's the big difference besides the cure itself. In the past, I would have been nervous again because I didn't know the exact method. Now I can shoot with knowing the exact targets. This alone gives you a great psychological sense of relief. It is obvious that this sense of stability also helps the cure. Actually, my life attitude not that good and my food life is also not that healthy. I mean, if I want to eat something sweet things, I just eat them. And sometimes drink late at night and don't work out regularly. But because I know the exact causes, I can respond properly even if it comes back. So, in fact, although I don't intentionally choose to have carbohydrates, if I want to eat them, I don't limit myself very much and eat whatever I want. Because I know that aspirin and nattokinase will protect me even if I do it. And indeed, I haven't had any problems eating like that. However, for those in serious state, it would be better to reduce carbohydrates as much as possible until the state improves enough to some extent. Okay, so I've suffered from this shitty disease for more than 10 years and have experienced a lot of frustration and despair. So I was even suicidal many times. But in the end, I conquered this disease through persistent observation and research. And when I got sick, I always thought like this: I don't need anything else but the cure of this shitty disease. Then the world will look different once this is done. If so, there would be no wishes. So, what now after I cure the disease like this? Of course I'm so happy and I feel like I'm flying in the sky. But you know what? There's nothing special than I thought. Life just goes on. It is said that a wise man said, "Don't want your body to have no disease at all." Indeed, as he said, neither the body nor the world seems to be perfect. Dear patients suffering from these shitty diseases, I know you feel like suffering in hell, but you'll get out of there after watching my videos. But even if you get out of it, other problems will bother you. There's no such thing as perfection. There's only an attitude of life that is constantly devoted to perfection. So please keep your mind and fight these diseases, and at the same time, continue to prepare and devote for the next step that will come. Of course, I'll try to be good myself first. Okay, so far, I told you about the process of my disease after figuring out the cure, my perspective on the diseases and life after the cure. In the next video, I'll give you my views on the treatment of modern medicine. If you have any questions, visit my blog or email me below. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.